Good evening, everyone. I am Vicki Ludsworth. I am the president of the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to the 25th Annual Academic Achievement Awards. Port Huron's academic award recipients for 2009 share a common foundation: excellence in their academic achievement. Approximately 150 graduating seniors between Port Huron Northern and Port Huron High School will be recognized by the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce and the Port Huron Area School District officials at this 25th Annual Academic Awards ceremony. Joining me on the stage this evening is Mr. Craig Delkey, Principal of Port Huron Northern, Mr. Jeffrey Stout, President of the Port Huron Area School District Board of Education, Mr. Tom Shorkey, Superintendent of the Port Huron Area School District, Mr. Charles Mossett, Assistant Principal of Port Huron Northern, Mr. Ron Woline, Assistant Superintendent, and Mr. Jeffrey Herring, Treasurer of the Board of Education. We also have Brian Maxwell on the piano. Thank you, Brian. Students who receive a 3.5 or higher grade point average will receive an academic award certificate and a pin, bar, or academic letter based on the number of years that they've achieved academic excellence. These students worked hard and devoted themselves to their academic studies. And while parents and families and teachers provide invaluable support, it is the personal effort of these students that brought them this success and this acknowledgement. The Academic Awards Program was founded in 1984 by the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce as one of the first of its kind to recognize students for their dedication to academic studies. The Chamber established the Community Benefit Fund to support this program. Voluntary contributions are made each year to the fund by Chamber member businesses throughout the Blue Water area. Today, this fund supports scholarships for leadership programs, regional tourism marketing, and small business development. The Chamber of Commerce recognizes the importance of your academic achievements because the business community understands that obtaining higher education is critical to the continued advancement of our economy and our quality of life. A community with a high percentage of college graduates will see higher rates of volunteering, voting, blood donations, better overall physical and mental health, higher wages, and lower unemployment and lower poverty. We can see this correlation in our own community. With only 12% of residents in St. Clair County who have a post-secondary degree, volunteerism and voting and blood donations and physical and mental health are all lower, and unemployment and poverty are higher. The Chamber will continue to support our community's best and brightest, and we will work to develop programs, places, and employers that will bring you back to our community and keep you here. As you move on to college, remember that what you get out of your higher education is a direct result of what you put into it. Take advantage of opportunities to join clubs or groups that relate to your career interest. Get involved in the community by volunteering with nonprofit groups. And most chambers of commerce, like the one here in Port Huron, have groups targeted to young professionals. The Chamber of Commerce is very proud to be the sponsor of this quarter-century tradition that recognizes outstanding academic achievement, and we look forward to your contributions to the democratic principles and economic prosperity of our state and our community. After this evening's program, the Chamber, with the support of our sponsors, Baker College of Port Huron and Eastern Michigan Bank, invite our honorees, their families, and school district officials to join us for a dessert reception hosted in the cafeteria. Congratulations to all the students, their parents, and school district officials this evening. Best of luck to you all. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Craig Dalkey.
And first, I'd like to thank you, Mrs. Ledsworth, and the Chamber for sponsoring this event this evening. Thanks to all of you for coming out this evening. I want to welcome you. It's a pleasure on behalf of Port Huron Area School District and Port Huron Northern High School. I wish to extend this congratulations this evening to all of you, especially the students, as we recognize and honor these seniors this evening. You should be proud, and so should your families. It's quite an accomplishment to maintain a 3.5 or higher throughout your I'm speaking ahead here, throughout your high school career. And with that, I just want to say great job, and let's give a round of applause to those seniors. Again, I want to wish you success in your future beyond your high school years. As Mrs. Ledsworth alluded to, we expect big things from you, and I'm sure we will get them. Again, thank you, and right now I would like to introduce our board president, Mr. Jeff Stout. He has a few comments.
Thank you, Mr. Dalkey. Good evening. Welcome, students, parents, families. We live in a time of information overload, and it's easy to forget what brought you this far. It's your energy, your intellect, your own curiosity, drive, and desire to seek out challenges and opportunities. Be proud of your achievements, celebrate your success. You control your own destiny. In this world, you lead by example. And on behalf of the Port Huron Board of Education, let me say that we are proud of the example that you have chosen to be. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And next we have Mr. Thomas Shorkey, our Superintendent of Public Schools.
Thank you, Jeff. On behalf of the board and the school district, I'd like to welcome parents, grandparents, friends, and relatives tonight to this program. I'd like to address a few remarks to our 3.5 group, but I would be remiss if I didn't thank the Chamber and their partners, Baker College and Eastern Michigan Bank, for funding this very important evening for many of our best and brightest students. I think the message, just quickly for my 3.5 friends sitting up in the upper row there, is it starts with one. Starts with one person. Many of you saw the YouTube clip, saw it on ESPN in 2006, which is hard to believe, it was 3 years ago, might have been your freshman or sophomore year, of the autistic boy who was the manager for the basketball team, and in the final game of the year, the coach told him to suit up, put him in the game. Kid shot an air ball the first time, and then he buried like 6 threes in a row. I mean, it was an incredible thing that happened to that young man. I guess there were 2 points about it that kind of stuck with me, is when they interviewed that young man, he said, I want to thank my grandma. My grandma always believed in me. And that's something for all of us. I know there's some grandmas and grandpas out here in the audience, or parents, is believing in your children. But what that little effort did about 3 years ago, it inspired a couple of other people. And if you got a chance to watch the Final Four, not on the Monday night when the Spartans barely lost, on Saturday they had a special clip before the game about 2 very special young men. And they both, and their coaches, picked up on what happened in 2006. One of the boys had Down syndrome. The other boy was autistic. And they were the managers for their basketball teams all through high school. They won the Spirit Awards. They were always there for their team. And they had the opportunity also in that last game of the year, and it was senior night, and they got to suit up for their respective teams. And they both scored a basket or 2, which didn't matter that much. I thought the tender part of that was when the mother of the autistic child said, you don't know what it's like My boy didn't give me my first kiss till he was 4 years old. And now he was able, with the help of the adults and some inspiration he saw on TV or from some other people, he managed to participate in that game. Although he was also, autism is a little bit different than some of the other things you deal with. He was on the National Honor Society. He had won the Spirit Award at his school 3 times. But the difference that other people made in his life, and I'm hoping that our 3.5 students can do this. The young man with Down syndrome had many challenges throughout life. Went through high school, had his opportunity. His parents were told that he was going to have an opportunity to play in that game. The day before the game, his father suffered a stroke. His father was in the hospital, and they said, we've got to do all kinds of things. We've got to make sure how you're doing. He said, it doesn't matter. Put me in a wheelchair. I'm going to that game. He said, this is what we've lived for this whole 18 years. This game means so much to my son. There was a picture of the dad that night, the day after a stroke, and he had a little patch on his eye and a few other things, and the tears rolling down his face when his young son had an opportunity. These opportunities happen because somebody made a difference in their life. Whether it was grandma, whether it was that coach, whether it was those teachers, or you know what it was? These 3.5 students, we have a number of challenged students at Port Huron Northern, very well accepted, dealt with every day on a daily basis. And what you need to do, you have the tools, you're here getting your 3.5 award as a senior, to make a difference in somebody else's life. So what we hope with the training you've gotten at home, from your families, what we've been able to do in the Port Huron Area School District, this is just the beginning of many successes for each of you. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to introduce Assistant Superintendent Chip Mossett. Assistant Superintendent, he said he just got over. How about it? Chip, could we start off with Assistant Principal tonight? Okay.
I thought Mr. Shorkey liked me, but I didn't know I was going to get promoted tonight. Thank you. Welcome once again. Congratulations, 3.5 students. As Mr. Delkey said, this is not easy. You don't just come to high school and all of a sudden graduate with a 3.5. It takes a lot of time and effort and commitment. So great job, not only the students, but also the parents here tonight as well. And it's my privilege to really start doing what you're all here to hear, and that's introduce the students. So we've practiced this, remember, 3.5s. So let's see if we can do this the right way. So if I could have the front row please stand up. And of course everybody on stage is going to take their place. And one thing we like to do, remember your places. We have lots of time here. It's not a long event, and we won't make it any longer than we need to, but on the other hand, I know you're here to get pictures, and we kind of have this set up in a way that will be easy for you to do. I'll read the name. They'll get their awards here, shake some hands, and then you can see Mr. Stout and Mr. Shorkey at the end. They're there ready to get their picture taken with your child. And I will invite you all to come down. You can walk down that aisle in the front and step up and take a picture. And we will take our time and make sure that you all get a chance to take a picture. So don't panic, but kind of keep an eye on where your student is and be ready, and we'll get this done and done well, and you'll get a good picture as well. So we're ready to begin. So first up, Jacob Aguinaga, and Jacob is an academic scholar. Adam Alquist. Alexander Allen. Alexander, by the way, academic scholar. Alexis Baker, academic scholar, salutatorian. Keith Barber. Michael Basha, academic scholar. Nicholas Beebe. Andrea Bennett. Clara Bloink, academic scholar. Chelsea Borkovich. Casey Bowers. Colby Brooks, academic scholar. Corey Brown, academic scholar. Stephanie Burry. Kent Clark, academic scholar. Brian Cox, academic scholar. Nicole Dubbs, academic scholar. J.D. Dunn. Henry Eckert, academic scholar. Zachary Ike, academic scholar. Devin Fenner. Mitchell Fernandez. Stephen Fogelsong. Bethany Forstner, academic scholar. Jacqueline Frazier. Jamie Glombowski. Catherine Getz. Caitlin Graw. Alexis Green. Sarah Haynes, academic scholar. Rachel Heitoff. Christopher Hopper. Kelsey Jimenez. Timothy Jobbitt. Alexa Kanikowski. Cody Kimball, academic scholar. Joseph Kane. Kirsten Kramer, valedictorian. Laura Leslie. Kelsey LeVay. Trevor Loftus, academic scholar. Jonathan Lucas, academic scholar. Sydney Lucas. Olivia Mariani, academic scholar. Morgan Mayer, academic scholar. Aaron Moss. Catherine Muxlow, academic scholar. Nathan Parman, academic scholar. Nicole Parman, academic scholar, valedictorian. Trina Parman. Caitlin Patterson. Jessica Preston. Evan Redman, academic scholar. Caitlin Reynolds, academic scholar. Sarah Roosh, academic scholar. Tyler Schneider, academic scholar, valedictorian. Andrew Seppo, academic scholar. Joseph Shevnak. Devin Simon, academic scholar, valedictorian. Tyler Slideford. Emily Smith. Zach Smith. Michael Spencer. Derek Thompson. Allison Sang, academic scholar, valedictorian. Rachel Ulrich. Emily Urban. Brandy Van Loo, academic scholar. Christopher Mullian, academic scholar. Emily Walls. Nicholas West, academic scholar. Megan Wiley. Matthew Wilson. Avery Wine, academic scholar. David Zimmer, academic scholar. I want to take a quick moment too and thank Judy Wilton. Judy Wilton works in my office and helps put this all together. So she's here someplace, but I just want to make sure we thank Judy. And also, just to remind you, this will be on Channel 6, so if you'd like to watch it again, it will be available, we think, on Thursday, but I'd encourage you to check Channel 6 schedules and make sure that you know when that's going to be. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all the 3.5 seniors. Great job, and thank you all for coming tonight. And I would invite you to join us in the cafeteria for some dessert. And of course, that dessert is brought to you by the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce. So thank you. Have a great night.